Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect. I'm Chance, also known as Mross, and when we last left off, we got back to the Normandy after Eden Prime. And I noticed that in the last episode I kind of went into my whole channel and stuff at the ending of the session, and I should have done that at the beginning, but whatever. Just found that pretty funny. Anyways, we're on the SSR Normandy and on the below decks rather than the upper decks.
Hey, Commander.
Hey.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
I should go. He'll be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
I so want to be an asshole to her. But I'm goody two-shoes. Then
You're
again,
a good soldier, Williams.
why are you blaming yourself?
Thanks, Commander. That means
you
a
had
lot.
no effect
I've never
over
met
his
anyone
death
who's
or
aboard the
not.
Star of Terra.
Star of Terra. I just did my job.
There's nothing special about me, Williams. Anyone would have done the same.
Held off an entire enemy platoon? Alone? With all due respect, Commander, I think you've got somebody watching over you.
Maybe it's my parents. They died when I was 16, so, it makes sense.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
In-game.
I've seen friends die before.
I don't mean my
Comes with being a Marine.
real-life parents,
To
because
see my whole unit wiped out.
they're not
I
dead.
never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't have shown up.
She did help.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I should go. I guess... Yeah,
I
she's
think
a
you're
pretty
gonna
good
fit in
soldier.
here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Yay! I don't really care. Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
Yes, how did
I
you...
enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep
smelling shit
expanding
and
through the
decay.
universe. And the Alliance always needs good doctors.
Treating somebody who's
I stayed
screaming
on
for
to
their
my
life. Not something I would want to do.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think
Something
about
I might
opening
have
a
to do at
private
one
practice
point,
back on
if
Earth. Or
anything
maybe
bad
taking
ever
the position
happens.
of one of the new med centers
But
out in the colonies.
Rather
There's
not.
something special
You know?
about working on soldiers.
Rather not.
If I left the Alliance now, I'd
Wow,
feel
her
like I
suit
was
is really
abandoning
low res. Mass Effect 1! Yay! Captain Anderson.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
An
What does
L2?
that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Complication?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
If I remember correctly, Commander Shepard actually has an L3 implant. And it's regardless of what class you play. I'm not sure if it's canon regardless of what class you play, but I know 100% you can use biotics in Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 and in Mass Effect 3. And the only way he could use biotics is if he had an implant, so I'm pretty sure it's canon. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's canon that he has an L3 implant. Just a little bit of some little information there. Give me that Avenger. I need more stability, not accuracy. So let's just cook the Reaper. I was like trying to think, like, do I need accuracy or stability? The assault rifles need accuracy and stability, while sniper needs just stability, if I remember correctly. Any codex? I guess they don't want to talk to me. Alright, let's go talk to Caden. Oh, on the map it shows who you can talk to. Caden.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
What?
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I wanted to talk to Caden. Anderson.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready.
Alright.
Tell him to
No one
bring
wants to talk.
Norman into the dock.
I understand. So yeah, I much prefer Caden over Ashley, because in Mass Effect 3, Ashley is just another soldier. Well, Caden is a sentinel, and it just gives more variety to gameplay if you use him in Mass Effect 3. Codex.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Right. I was thinking, what? Why does the crew care about me? And then I realized that I had I was knocked out because of the beacon. Already forgetting what already happened. Yay! Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
My buddy Etienne. I mean, yes. If you're watching, that's you. Normandy SR1. Did I call it SR2 last time? At the beginning? I want to believe that I didn't, but I could have.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Such a lovely game. Is that Garrus? Does Garrus actually watch the Normandy dock? Or is that just the regular C-Sec Turian?
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the C-Sec findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
Nice.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
He's
Saren's
dangerous.
a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres.
What did I do?
The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead.
Okay,
and
whoa,
the beacon
whoa,
was
whoa.
destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Nihilus getting dead, not my fault. He wanted to go on alone. Beacon getting destroyed.
Otherwise, the council might use this as an
You know,
excuse to
I
take
kind
you
of want to
out of
blame
specters.
Ashley for that.
Come with me,
Kind of
Captain.
wanted to touch
I
it.
want to go over a few things
Her fault.
before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Alliance Patrol report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Rho cluster. She had peculiar concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Question mark. I keep trying to hold right click to activate Witcher Sense to see items I could loot, but I'm not playing Witcher 3. I'm so used to. I've been playing a lot of Witcher 3.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
Commander?
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Ah, you're Ned Stark's bastard.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
Avina?
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
I should go.
Have a pleasant day.
Welcome to the Presidium.
Did it again. Tried to hold left shit. Right click, I mean.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Are you real?
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
Give me a tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this
I've actually never listened to this.
embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Nice. Normally when I'm playing console, I just press X, skip all the dialogue. Well, at least when I first used to play, I would press X to skip all the dialogue because I didn't care. When I did my 6 playthroughs, I was like, alright, gonna listen to all the dialogues, blah blah blah, you know. Got tedious after a time, so I kind of skipped the ones I knew by heart. And the ones I didn't know by heart, I was like, alright, listen. The ones I knew by heart, I was like, skip. This, I never even touched this terminal. Like, I touched it with my first playthrough, and I'm pretty sure I clicked not interested, because I think I was just hitting X, because I didn't really care at the time. So yeah, little backstory about my history with Mass Effect 1.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago.
Wow.
As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your
That
own
is
species,
100
humanity. It was added 19
around 100
galactic standard years ago, despite
before
some
us.
rather vocal opposition.
Wait, no, I mean, This game to play in 2-1. Wow, that was way before humanity. Why was humanity opposed?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy.
Well,
the Council gave a great deal of
kind
thought
of
to
like
this matter.
headstrong.
In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Just an embassy?
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Lesser species.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Spectre.
Tell me about the embassies.
The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is hand-picked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
Sounds superb.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited
Goodbye.
to